is our light and our anchor steady. You said love one another, that's how they'll know. And keep your lamps burning, 'cause he's coming soon. Let's go. Like a thief in the night, he will come without warning. So we stand in the word from the night to the morning. We comfort each other with the hope that he gave. The Lord will descend and the sleeping will wake. We're watching, we're waiting, just like the word said. The trumpet will sound and he'll raise up the dead. Brother Stephen stands firm with the truth in his hand. A mission for Christ till we reach that promised land. We walk in the light, 'cause the day is at hand. He's coming again, just like he said.
And we're back. Oh my
Dude, what
goodness.
did you do?
It was something to do with my phone, my computer. I mean, everything was just was going south on me. You're still waiting on Scotty to come back in. Let me email that over, make sure he's.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know, man. Hey, but you know, let's see, Scott. No, he's not Scott there. He's. Let me just. Wait, Jane. There. Oh, did he just pop in? Yeah. Or add the stage. Okay, I got you now. I don't know what happened to Noah. Okay. Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah. And Noah was in here. Is he in the wrong one? Noah, you're over here. Okay.
Here.
Hold on. Scott, you're over here in the wrong one, I think. Yeah, this one's over. The new one is in the private chat on this one.
You fucking mean. Is he coming on?
Yeah, he's coming on. Just a second. I'm emailing it to him right now. There it is. There it is. Mr. Finley, you should have it now. And we're live over there already. Tell me you got it.
It's crazy, dude.
No, email. I just emailed it to you.
Send him a text.
Yeah, I sent him a text too. It ends with 2X. But you'll probably just see the. Okay, see you over there. Come on. Man, you want to talk about doing a juggling act here, man. Just getting everything. There we are. Boom. And we are back.
Boy.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. All right. Wow. All right, let's see if we can gather our thoughts. Y'all keep going there because I'm just going to reset up and put some part 2 thumbnails here, but we're all good. Everything's good.
Not allowed. In chat.
Wow. Okay, where were we at? Talking about the moment we leave, right?
I'm still trying to remember where we were at. Yeah, pretty much. See now you're doing it to me. See, now I gotta think about it. What specifically? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're talking about how with peace and safety, it's not so much just repeating it, but rather an event where it's being said,
Yeah.
but
We
you have to
have
kind of
peace and
connect it.
safety.
Yeah, so it's not really just saying it a bunch of times, but rather, you know, with the actual subjunctive mood being read, you'd actually read it something to the effect of like, whenever, how do I say this where it's easy to understand? Whenever the event where they should be saying peace and safety comes around, right? Or whenever in the event, okay, that's better. In the event that they should be saying peace and safety, then this happens. So that's kind of how you can actually say it. It's not guaranteed. Again, the actual subjunctive formula is a hoton plus subjunctive verb, and in the Latin we call that temporal indefiniteness, which is where we take the certainty of the timing, and we go ahead and we say we don't know when, but we know the certainty of the event taking place. So temporal, which is Latin for time, and then indefiniteness, which is just undefined. So literally you'd have time undefined in the Latin for the subjunctive in the Greek. So you take that and you'd say, okay, we know that this event is sure to happen, which stops it from being just useless utterances of peace and safety, and rather an event where this will be taking place for saying peace and safety. And we know that the actual engine of the car revolves more around a peace and safety that's geared more towards a covenant signing, because what peace would really bring alethro, sudden destruction, where those receiving this are pretty much receiving biblical ruin proportion, or a proportion size of judgment that is laying total under ruin. What would do that? So I think personally, given the formula that we are dealt with, we can see what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
that's
and it's
my
happening
perspective.
fast.
Huh?
And it's happening fast.
Oh, very fast, yes. The Cyrus Accords, that's the other thing about this Grecian spirit, too, is that the Grecian spirit, one, and I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that was actually, Ronnie said this too, or John Ronnie said this, the guy that was trying to get these Cyrus Accords going, the original Iranian prime minister, he was saying that, yeah, what word did he use? He said something effective like, we want to expand these accords. Well, there's two things that happen. Number one, in expanding accords, that could be to make better or to enforce by making better, that sort of thing. The other thing, too, that I would say personally is that that's what the Grecian spirit would want. It expands. It gets bigger. It goes ahead and it basically goes ahead and gets things done that weren't done before.
Something just popped into my mind.
Mhm.
The prophecy of the kings of the north and the south.
Uh-huh.
Could it be about those two spirits?
I don't, how do you mean?
Like the king of the north
I,
being the Grecian spirit and the king of the south being the Persian spirit. Is there any possibility that might? Because I mean,
sure.
it says at
I
the
mean,
end that God's people are delivered, but
nothing's impossible, but again, you're having, for some of this, you have to go through what's called an ellipsis. A lot of the Rapture is an ellipsis, meaning that we're not actually calling the event out for what it is right now. We're hinting at it. So, for the Restrainer, I mean, there's no real proof it's the person's spirit. By vocal conversation, you have to infer it based off its actions, its habits. What's it known for? What has it done? So, I mean, if that matches the King of the North, King of the South, then very, very well, there you go. But to definitively say it just as is, I'd have to kind of take a rain check and say,
oh yeah, of course, it's just
anything can
theory.
happen on a Monday, so to speak. So that's where I stand on that at least. So
Yeah.
but look at Steven. Steven, did you have a Red Bull yet?
No, I'm trying to find this announcement right now that
He's so in it right now.
No, y'all keep going because this is going to be good when I find it, man. Because I'm multitasking. I'm right there with you.
He's trying. So,
He's just
so
wanting to stay out of it.
he
No,
does. He's like, I
I'm
just,
all in it. I'm all in it because I mean, like this moment that oh,
go ahead.
God,
Okay, buddy.
that one squirreled on me. Go ahead.
It's all good.
I'm trying to do 4 things at one time, but that's all right. I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's never fun.
Well, that's pretty much. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I
Oh,
pretty
no,
much
no,
said.
no. You go ahead, bud.
Well, no, I don't know what I was gonna. That's pretty much really all it is. I mean,
Same here. But
I'd like to, if I could, well, can I use the whiteboard right now? I don't know. If I get enough likes, I'll use the whiteboard. But I don't think people are gonna understand it if I do. I don't know. Maybe if we get enough uh, people to comment that once, that will do it. But I don't think they want to see that. I was gonna say I could explain honestly what that restrainer, like how with peace and safety this works, because a lot of it's better said written down.
yeah,
I did that last time. I did that last time, I think, for Steven, and it worked out. Where people just got to see the mechanics behind certain clauses, and I have to remember that people don't speak Greek, so I have to go ahead and remember. Okay, break it down further, and that's fine. I like breaking stuff down, but I just got to remember to keep that in the back of my head and say, okay, listen, don't with kids gloves basically. But
yeah.
that's my perspective. I mean, like I said, with peace being something that's addressed. The reason I default to that too is because you don't really see it in scripture much. I mean, I guess if you try hard enough, you could, but you don't really see it expanded. When if it was not rapture oriented, you could see where we at. How do I say it? Peace and safety really only occurs in Thessalonians 5:3. You don't really have much more that brings on sudden destruction. If it really was, would it not be elaborated on in Revelation? And that's part of my thought is, well, if it's not, then maybe it's specific. So that's just me though, my perspective. But name's Scott. What do you think, man? I mean, what's your thoughts on this? I mean, is it sound like what you're thinking, or what's your thoughts, dude?
Honestly, I was just trying my best to keep up with you, man.
I'm sorry.
To be honest, no, I mean, but I get the two spirits and how they're kind of warring against each other.
Well, let me. Dang. If I get enough people that say yes to a whiteboard, I'll do it. But if not, we'll do it later on. But I was gonna say, if I could get the camera to work properly, I could probably do it on the whiteboard and show, hey, here's what we're seeing, here's what's happening. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Depends on Steven too. I'd have to have him on board. But what do you think, Steven?
The way,
sorry, Scott.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, the way I'm at, man, I've kind of taken a step back from a lot of stuff and trying to figure things out. I'm just living one day at a time, keeping communion with the Lord, and just seeking Him, and waiting. I'm just waiting and watching, and
well,
I'm staying in my lane.
Yeah, no, that's the majority of us. I hear you, dude. Well, the good news
what
too
else
is that
can we do at this point? I mean,
yeah,
we're like right here at this moment where I mean, we see everything, and that's what I'm just in the last, I guess, the last couple of days, I kind of took a step back because, I mean, literally for, ever since, March or April, well, it really heated up after, probably for the last 2, 3, 4 months. I mean, I've been going, trying to get the prophecy out to warn people, you know what I'm saying, to where to go, and trying to get thumbnails and running 10-hour lives and everything. And I get email every time I run them. I get emails in asking for the Texas deal, but I mean the the prophecy because they want to give it out to their, unsaved loved ones. And I have to just kind of take a step back, say, you know what, Jesus saved the world. I mean, and because I put so much pressure on myself here recently, and I think that was like even, sharing StreamYard with Rick at Departure Heaven. I mean, these were some of the things that, it's things that like what you guys are doing right now. I mean, we're going to get rewards in heaven for what we're doing right now. Just, just out here fellowshipping and really, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of, but I literally just took a step back a little bit, and like this afternoon, I was just laying in there. Of course, what was I doing? I was just laying in there watching L.A. Marzulli put this deal out. I think yesterday, his best interviews, and it was a 4-hour gig. And I was just laying in there with the dogs, on the bed and nodding in and out. I mean, and I think that's what Jesus is doing right now. I mean, as we're approaching this, he is wringing out everybody, the most he can get out of everybody, because we're all tired. We're all in anticipation to, of our blessed hope, Titus 2:13. And when Jesus said, I come to bring a sword, and you can see that dividing lines so much more clear. I mean, people got their heels dug in on both sides, and of course the fence sitters. I mean, you wouldn't want to be on a fence right now, because I mean, I don't know which way it would go with you, because I mean, if you're sitting there waiting, you might be one of those ones that God's going to send you a delusion that you won't even be able to believe the truth anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
thing's going to collapse when the fire comes.
Well, that's what's really interesting too is that I noticed his rumored right now is not actually confirmed. But when the nerds normally confirm it, you pretty much know, even if it's a rumor, it's pretty much true. So the Disclosure Day documentary is supposed to be was going to be released in June, July. They moved it to May 1st, what I've heard. Here's really cool too about the timing of the rapture, because people have asked, hey, what does this look like? When I read Kai Tote Apocalypse Theatai, which is and will be revealed, and then will be revealed. What's really interesting is that English, the Greek does not carry over well in English. When we see the word then, we always think in the next sequential sense of things that happen. When you actually read it, it's actually an adverb. So you could almost literally say at the moment we leave is really the moment that the pen meets the paper, or at least it's been confirmed. The way I read it is we leave immediately. You don't have a gap theory. You don't have anything that takes a long time to. No, it happens because you guys have to understand. I know it's hard to understand in Greek, but when you come across something that is like an aorist subjunctive under an ain clause, this really takes the cake.
Can
and
you
says,
define Aramaic subjunctive?
Yeah, I did it earlier, but I can do it again. So the aorist, how do I? Okay, Lord, help me explain this so I don't mess it up. So the aorist is a. Can't say that because that's gonna sound really weird. Okay, the aorist tense form in Greek normally is a tense form for a verb that takes place in the past. However, that's been the old school understanding. The way that it's understood now is that it is a aorist, or the past tense is a pragmatic feature of the verb form. So in other words, you don't look at it as took place before, but rather something that is looked upon as a whole event. So we're not looking for this to unfold like the present one would do. You look at this as a completed action that will take place And the subjunctive mood, which is a mood that portrays to the audience that are reading a projected reality that is to be considered and projected for contemplation or consideration. So it projects a hypothetical for you to think about. It is the
Okay.
projected. So it takes that, but here's the thing: it takes this verb, which is elthe, to come, and apocalypse, which is be revealed, and surprisingly enough, it takes them and it makes them prerequisites because aorist, that tense form, looks at it as holistically, this must happen. We're not looking at this as, unfolding in that sequence of a window we can see where there's no start to finish. It's just, this is looked upon as what will happen. And under this specific use, it must happen first for the day of Christ to occur. So when we understand that, when those two things are finished, you will have pretty much allowed the last thing to have happened to be fulfilled. The moment that thing is fulfilled, at that time, literally, the church is gone.
Yep.
Okay, because
Wow. Now we're down. Now you're down to me. Okay. Now, did you get all that, Scott? Because it will be on the test. All right.
As long as
Oh
I
my
can
God.
cheat, as long as I can cheat on the test.
Hey, I'll give you my notes.
Yeah, but no,
But
it's like lightning. The day of the Lord
yeah,
comes lightning from east to west. So
yeah, the
and
literal
I
moment.
do. I'm with you there when that pen comes to paper.
Well,
That's the
think
moment.
about it too. I mean, when you have peace and safety, and you guys have to understand, the word for destruction is that's not a word you want to be by. So when it comes to the word for sudden destruction, I mean, this is literally a peace that brings destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the funny thing: that adverb is used twice. Twice. You know what that means? It's pretty much describing the same event because you see it says, and at that time, the exact time will bring sudden destruction. At that exact same time, he is revealed.
Yeah.
One causes the other. That tells me that the AC being revealed brings about a form of, I won't say anger, but it's a form of biblical ruin to those saying peace and safety. Well, who are they? Well, realistically, it's Israel. But who else enforced it? The United States, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Canada. You have 159 nations that signed for it. They're all included. This will basically, if I had to have a dictionary definition of the worst day of your life, it would read Alethros. That's how bad this is. So this
Yeah.
day you want to avoid,
Yeah.
but we'll
So,
be gone at that time.
but like our common sense, just using layman terms, common sense, it would seem to me like if the rapture happens, that it
Mhm.
would take a little bit of time for people to get their brains back in some kind of order or whatever before the 7 years would kick off officially.
How do you mean? No, the 7 years starts the moment that the church leaves.
I think the beginning of the tribulation is the rapture.
Yes, that's what it is.
I think that's the
Well,
first judgment.
well, yeah, that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down right now. But yeah, you could say that. A lot of people believe in a gap theory.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it, only because gap theory is assuming that Daniel 9:27 has to be signed after the church leaves. I don't see that. And again, I've explained why. So the gap theory, that's out the door. You don't need it. And I use the analogy too of, well, can you get saved the same way after the rapture happens? No. Different dispensation, or let's talk the word dispensation. It's a totally different time because grace is no longer is no longer the age you're in, and grace is no longer enough to cover your sins. You need works. You need to work for your salvation, avoid, endure, do all these things. And so when it comes to the gap theory, I just don't see it working because the Antichrist will have signed 927 through peace and safety that Paul talks about. So that's the moment we leave is just right in there. So in layman's terms, peace and safety, equals rapture. That's what it is. The moment peace and
Yep.
safety is confirmed, the rapture is gone. Or
Yep. And
people are
the
gone,
sudden
rapture.
destruction, I believe, includes the rapture and also the nuclear war. So it's going to be complete devastation.
Yes. So how do I explain this? Yeah. So quite literally, when you have see, I never got with the idea of nuclear war. I don't say no to it, but I just don't. I'm very careful with it because I know the verses. I know that they're there, but I'm very like, okay, let's just see what we have first. And I can say that Alethros could technically mean ruin in that regard. I mean, it's really just to mean cat. Sorry, my cat's acting retarded again.
Kitty.
Come on. I gotta put her in her thing real quick. But yeah, I mean, so that's how I'm seeing it. I really don't see us being here much longer because now they're talking about getting crypto in here. They're talking about getting rid of all types of currency.
Yeah.
I mean, my point being is that we don't have time remaining, and peace. There's so much I want to talk about with this with the Cyrus Accords that I can't. But anything regarding the Cyrus Accords is a milestone further than the original Abraham Accords or Abram Accords. It's so much different, and it's done for a purpose. So I'm going to tell you guys this: the moment we hear 7 years, that's the day we leave. When they decide on this day we do it, pack your bags and leave, or pack your bags and get ready. And I'm not saying that to say I'm assuming. I'm not assuming. I'm telling every one of you confidently: the moment peace is declared, you're gone. Okay. And if it doesn't happen, which I believe it will, but if it didn't happen, and it was not the one that brought 7 years into full reign, okay, it only happens when 7 years is what's being addressed. I haven't heard that yet, but I know that they're aiming for it because they're getting preparations done to allow for 7 years. Trump loves to change things on the spot, which I hate, but he does that. It's like, dude, stick to one thing. Like, we're spending millions a day just by having our boys out in the water. And nothing's happened yet. I'm like, dude, do something already, or just don't do it at all.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts. But I mean, yeah.
Trust no one.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Especially in that position of power.
Yeah.
I got a question. All right. Here's my question. You know, because everybody, you know, they talk about come on, don't squirrel on me now. Okay, you know, everybody talks about Israel's age, right? You know, and they'll never been in the land for what, more than 80 years, right? And so they use that as kind of a benchmark, if you will. And so Israel's 77 right now. And so it'll be 77 until May 14th, 2025. Okay. And so, but here's the thing. Back, you know, they've never been in the land. You know, this is all we're looking at, patterns here is all we're really looking at. And then we're trying to like draw like strong benchmarks based on these patterns. And so I you know, that's what I've been doing, just kind of going back through some of these benchmarks. And it's like, okay, where does this 80-year thing come from? And, you know, and it comes from, and if that Psalms or whatever, it's 70 years. 90. You know, 80 if by strength. Yeah. Okay. Is all of that doctrine like that? Is that being like a doctrine around just that one being 80 and Israel won't make it till 8? I mean, is there other patterns?
There are. There are other. I don't think Israel has made it 80 years on their own land.
They haven't. That's true.
And I think it at some point ended like 79 years in, if I'm not mistaken.
Because that's what I'm looking for, really, to be honest with you. Some, you know, we can look at all these other speculations and everything else. You know, I mean, I'm looking for some hard evidentiary stuff, something I can sink my teeth into. I mean, because if that's true, um, then that means some 3.5, and I don't care what calendar you're on, whether you're using the Essene, Gregorian, whatever, you
All
know,
the same to me.
you know, you're it's easy enough to figure out from May 14th, 1948. I don't need a calendar to measure years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is,
Yeah.
and
I
so 3.5 years from there, then that would be basically put Israel in the land. If let's say that everything kicks off but man, but see, that doesn't make any sense, because isn't the 7 years going to start on the Day of Atonement? But then again, God hates their feast days; they're all on the wrong days anyhow. And then they talk about 4 seasons, and there wasn't 4 seasons back then. There was only 2 seasons, summer and winter.
Mhm.
So, and people talk about the fall feast versus the spring feast. There wasn't that didn't even, and to try to make sense of all, and I'm just looking at it from a layman's perspective, and kind of trying to nail something down, because look, I had my own rapture date. I figured it out because, based on, Philip Barnett and everything, I was like, okay, it's going to be after November 14th. And I was looking at the Apophis out there, and, and Apophis coming, going to hit the earth April 13th or whatever, 2029 or whatever. And so I was like, okay, so, but whenever the rapture happens, big earthquake, it's going to go back to 360 days a year. We know that because Daniel's first is 1260 days. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to divide that by 3.5, and you get 360 days. And so I'm like, okay, so if it's going to hit that, and I use a little AI to trying to sit there, help me run the numbers, and say, okay, so if it goes back to there, then Apophis is not really going to hit on, it's going to move on a sliding scale. And then we got to take into account the sundial, when it did 10 steps back. And then we also got to take into account Joshua's long day, so on and so forth. And so I look, I spent some time on that, coming up with my own date, and I'm trying to figure that out. And my date was, I was like, wow, rapture's going to happen on either November 16th or November 17th, 2025, which was after November 14th, from Philip Barnett. And guess what? We're still here. So, but I didn't tell anybody that,
Hey guys, I'm going to take a break real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh, of course.
So did all that make sense? As far as my just trying to and then now I'm looking at like the 80 years here, and oh yeah, it's a different link. It's a different link. There we go.
I gotta be honest. I really don't think, and I know what you meant, but I was gonna say, honestly, guys, you don't need calendars at all. Paul actually, like, people, I mean, you can go to calendars if you want, but I don't trust any one of them. Paul even said in Thessalonians 5:1 that in regard to the times and seasons, you can actually take Kairos and Chronos and consider those as biblical Jewish times and seasons. And what's interesting is that Paul actually uses stative verb ekete, which is, he has graphane is what he uses. Graphane. You have no need for me to write to you, because you guys essentially know when this day is going to happen. So the idea of needing Paul to write about the times and the seasons, that would basically be your modern day version of a calendar or whatever it is. You have no need for him to write to you about it, right? And he was talking to the Thessalonians, but the point is, it's applicable today. You have no need to have him write down dates and calendars and everything like that, because it's unnecessary. And the use here, and the funny thing is, You guys don't realize it, but the stative verb ekate, which is realistically a copulative verb, but but that's a different subject for a different day. But he's trying to tell you guys, actually, you can apply this, is that you guys actually have the date down. You know when this is going to happen. You don't need calendars and all this other, excuse my language, all this other crap to say, oh, well, 50 days minus this and 40 days into the desert. You don't need that. Uh, because a state of verb shows a condition or a state you're in currently. You guys have this, you guys are in a state right now of actually having this time in your hands. And again, when I say that we know the day, I imply that saying the day is when peace and safety is declared for the covenant signing. That could be 2 months down the road when it's announced, but it will be announced. And that's my point, is that we know that time. We know the mechanics for when we should be going home. We don't need calendars. It's actually quite useless. You can keep them if you want, but not by obligation. You do it because you want, not because you have to. So, I mean, right now, all of us have this time. We know when it's going to happen. The problem is we just stop looking at it from that perspective. So, the infinitive use is complementary, showing us what we currently have, and that being the information that leads us to, you know, we know what it will take to get us here. Anything that Paul may need to write about, like Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, you don't need it. Just literally at this point, you can say throw it in the trash. Some stuff is useful, but the difference between being useful and being the primary objective of what you use to find that date is that these are things that, and Paul being a Jew, he knew better. He wouldn't have needed to throw in certain dates and calendars because they didn't do the same job as a peace and safety would do as the mechanism to get us to that day, back to being the day. So I probably just upset a bunch of people right now too. I bet I'm just throwing it out. So yeah, but I'm throwing that out there. So
Okay,
that kind
yeah, I know, but did you? Okay, yeah, but give me the day. Give me, give me the week. I'll settle for the month. No, I will. I'll settle for the month.
How do you mean?
Yeah, when the rapture is. Come on.
Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. Tell me what your we're not setting dates or time frames here. What give me a high watch window for you.
okay. I honestly, my first thought is whenever the event, the day that they are going to say Daniel 9:27, this peace covenant is signed, whatever date that is, that's the day you go home. Now, if this war takes a couple weeks to a month from next week, I'd say April. April, because this war will be done hopefully pretty soon, because it's a controlled war. This war is not real. It's a controlled war. If that's the case, I would say maybe April or sooner. I don't know. I'd even go for March, because, of course, it'll be a quick war because it's controlled. It's not one that we actually venture to wonder when it's going to actually end. No, they know when it's going to end. So honestly, March, maybe mid-March, maybe early April. That's my time base. But only because that's when they're saying they want to put the Cyrus Accords into effect. If they take that out of the equation, all bets are off. It's whenever they want to implement that peace and safety to strengthen the old accords into a longer one and a better set one. That's my thought, honestly. So it's really just whenever they announce it. I can help.
You're
'Cause
killing me, Saul.
that's just me, but yeah. Man,
Mm.
Scott's taken forever. My goodness.
No, but you know what it is? It's the fact that we're in such anticipation right now because
Oh yeah.
everything we're looking at it and we're like, it's right here, it's right in front of us. And because because look, there's things that how can I say this? Because I mean, there's things that I can do that I mean, if I had some kind of a definitive, like, yeah, I mean, I want to leave it all on the field. I mean,
Yeah.
financially, everything. I mean, I just want to leave it all on the field.
Well,
Oh, they love some free speech says, love your cat, Noah.
oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Hold on, let me see if I can get her up close. Hold on. Thank you, by the way. Camille.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. We go. Oh, look at this. I got us a screenshot here. I'm gonna bring this up here. Here we go. I
Oh
think,
my
yeah.
God.
Let's see if I can boom that. Yeah, my buddy Nathan. Nathan, come up and join us, bro. Come up and join us, Nathan.
My man.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, I love this guy, Nathan. Image file. He just sent me this. I just downloaded it. Where'd you go? Refresh.
Everywhere. Camille.
Oh man, this is nuts.
The only form of abuse to actually take.
Download. There you are. Where'd you download to?
Mm-hmm.
What are you? That's a
That
oh my god.
that's
Hold
such a
on.
question.
Yeah, I know, man. Open with paint. I hate it when I gotta go around because I've got such archaic because I mean I know there's quicker ways of doing things. And
yeah, I know.
but I'm so old school, I'll go back and use Microsoft Paint.
Dude, I can't even use Microsoft Notes. Like, dude, I'm trying. This is so hard, man.
I don't.
Because it kicks me out. I'm like,
Really?
it does, man.
No. There we go. Hold on a second. All I'm doing is just some kind of little nudge here. There we go. And it's like I'm going all the way around the world just to get one little picture.
I'm gonna break my neck doing this one.
It just really drives me nuts here.
Dude, I'm gonna break my neck doing this.
I know you're there, man. Are you gonna come up? No. Let's see. Man. And then it's probably gonna be a 5-second conversation about it. There it is. All right. See, I went around the world. Oh, he took a screenshot of us, man. I think he got our good side. That's good. During his appearances, including around the Munich Security Conference in February 2026, Iran's exiled crown prince, Reza Pahlavi, has emphasized that his goal is not to restore the monarchy or to become king, but rather to act as a bridge to help Iran transition from the Islamic Republic to a secular democracy.
Yeah, I mean,
Huh.
oh, hi. Oh, she moving me along. Hi.
Yeah, Bubba's posting up here. Yeah, I sent him a link. I think Bubba's scared. He's just scared.
Bubby, come on and tell me why I'm wrong about Revelation 5. Oh, that'll get him on.
Yeah, come on, Bubba.
Caught in the crossfire.
Come roast me on
this
why
would
I'm
be
wrong.
Awesome, man. And
Hey, drama sells.
Yeah. Did I send that to my phone? Let me let's get a little action up here, man. I mean, I'm in the mood. Let's see. Copy that.
He's such a weirdo.
I'm gonna send this both to Nathan and Bubba. That'll work. And I think Nathan, if you're still in there, bro, are you coming to Passover 2 in April? I know Bubba is coming.
I think we need to put Bubba in jail.
Y'all keep an eye on the comments and see if
Hey, who thinks we should put Bubba in jail?
And I'm gonna send it to Nathan and Bubba News. There we go.
You're going to jail,
Uh-oh.
buddy.
I heard something.
Uh-oh.
I did.
Oh,
Bullets
my
are
God.
There it
flying.
is. Boom. There it is.
Oh, boy.
Nathan, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, friend.
Woo, now it's a party.
My man. How you doing, dude?
I was on my way to bed, and
Yeah.
Dude, the beard's looking good. Heck yeah.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm jealous of Nathan's beard, man. That's it.
Yeah, it's a glorious beard.
You know what?
See, I'm not fully white, so I can't grow a beard properly.
Well,
I
I can't
can,
either.
but see, there you go.
You need to work on your mic there, Nathan. We're having a hard time hearing you. Yeah. Testing 1, 2. I don't know if I can turn your mic up from here or not. Let me see. Edit mic settings. I'm gonna just max you out. Oh, it won't let me max you out.
I'll exit and come back in.
Yeah, you're real low. Can you are you using your Bluetooth, or can you go to your phone? That's a nice pose right there.
Is that better?
We'll take a
That's-
screenshot of that.
Is that a still frame? Oh, yeah.
There
we
it
go.
is.
Is that any better?
Yes. Now
Okay.
we're cooking with
Lucha
grease.
better. Yep.
The one I was trying to do it with one end. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All good.
All right. All right. All right. Well, tell us what you really think, Nathan.
I think we are looking at the door, and I think just the amount of information, the connections that the brothers and sisters have been making with one another, and sharing of, like it says in the end, the information will run to and fro. I don't think that's just only worldly, but between us, and it's being revealed, a little piece to each one of us at a time, and we're testing the spirits, and we're starting to make those connections, and it's happening now more at a I can only describe it as a fire hose type
Yeah.
situation, instead of just a trickle or a slow ramp up. Like you said, it feels like we're almost at somebody shouting, crowning.
Yep.
And
Like
delivery.
pouring out
Like
his spirit upon all flesh type thing.
No, like the child is about to come through the birth pains.
Yep.
And we're about to see, I don't know. I just feel like there's so much going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to deny that we are at the precipice of what it says is an appointed time.
Yep.
Wow.
Can't wait.
Me too. Me too. It's just an out, like you said, you can feel the groaning within the body.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
It's all I live for, man. It's all I want. I have
What
no
is-
aspirations for life. I just want to go home.
Well, no. What does FSNA mean? Bubba's talking in code.
Of course he is. Hey, Bubby. Hey, we should put. I shouldn't say it. I'm gonna be nice. Let's handcuff Bubba and give him a 1-star on
Yep.
no. He does
Free
that
speech.
delivery
Wow.
service.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Let's give him a 1-star.
Oh, free speech not allowed. That's what FSNA stands for.
Okay, yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, he was just doing it. Wow.
What?
So Stephen, I was away from a bit. Did you get to share with Noah and them what that screenshot said that I sent you?
I'm glad you're here so you could explain it, man. Let me pull it back up because
Okay.
I went around the world, man, because I pay attention to what everybody says, and I like to. I wish I had enough time, because I'm like such a people person, especially like at churches when I went to church and all. I wanted to hang out with everybody. I was like the fellowship junkie. And people would come over. I didn't want anybody to leave. And then out here on YouTube, there's so many people, and I can't get around to everybody, And then I feel bad because I feel like, okay, they're thinking I'm ignoring them because I can't respond to these, 5 people, and yeah, it makes me feel bad. But anyway. So I went around the world. I went all the way around there. So we'll explain what this means, please, sir.
Okay. So I was on Telegram the other day. I follow a lot of open source intelligence channels, and I was checking. I'm not sure if this popped up on an Israeli War Watch.
I just want to interject. I wonder, does Bubba know what Telegram is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, and this is the only found this mentioned once, and it was during the Munich safety conference they recently had. There was an interview where Prince Pavlovi said that he had no desire when the regime change comes to become a king, that he only is seeing himself as a bridge for something greater to come. Now, when I saw that, was the same day that Brother Ronnie and Brother John were speaking of the Prince of Grecia to come, right around that same time, and it rang my bell like ding, ding, ding. You need to pay attention to this. Well,
Yeah, you're right.
I grabbed it and I thought I sent it to Bubba when it happened. And I'm not sure if I did or not, but I could not for the life of me find it again. And it took me a while I had to search and search. And I'm not even sure if it was in English, but it was this snippet of it that on Telegram was either translated or was in English. But it was just a picture of him and then what he had said, like a synopsis of that interview.
That's incredible.
Oh,
Wow. My
And I
God.
thought, what? Yeah. And, that
So,
just,
yeah.
and then you speaking of all of us coming together and fellowshipping at the same time, it all
It's
just rang
comforting.
bells for me.
It's comforting.
Yeah, it's very comforting. It's like confirmation after confirmation.
Yeah. We're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Ooh, too close. We're having the tracks quite to the point where everything's coming together so well that all it takes is one signature and it's over with. And that's why I want to approach this. And like what you guys just said, and Nathan, I think you take the cake here among all of us in terms of what you've noticed, because it's so true. And like I told everybody earlier, a common misconception is that the restrainer is the Holy Spirit. And one thing that we normally do in Greek is you let the context speak for itself and look at what it is that is being said. We already know that the audience at the time, they knew that there was a restraining force. What's interesting is that when Paul had mentioned in the neuter tekatakan, he went ahead and he mentioned this, but you didn't really look at the restrainer as an entity. Just off the bat, you had to understand it as a force, as some kind of principle or concept, right? But then Paul elaborates further on that thing as an entity or some kind of conceptualized, attributed sort of entity that is known for its restraining. And what I want to really emphasize is that the substantival participle is used to really show everybody that this thing is known for its slowness, for its restraining ability. Like, are any of you like? I know, like, I have done some woodworking. I've done like I'm known for Greek, right? So if that's the case, you guys have known me as somebody who does Greek, right? That's all I really do, and here's what I'm known for. Okay, apply the same thing to this restraining force. And it's so fascinating, Nathan, that you say this because that literally, and I want you guys to understand this. The Antichrist bears more resemblance to the Grecian spirit than he would anything else. And it's funny because while the Persian spirit is like a wheel boot, the Grecian spirit says, no, we're getting this done now. In the Hebrew, literally, it says that the reason why the 927 gets done as quick as it does is because of him.
Mhm.
So literally, you can almost say that the reason we get this stuff done and it's no longer lackadaisical is because he bears resemblance to that Grecian spirit in the sense that he shares the quickness and the ability to get stuff done, completed, finished, versus what most will associate the Holy
Right.
Spirit with, right? And I'm like, how fascinating. So I mean, it could go both ways. It could still be the Holy Spirit, but the problem is that the attributiveness using the article and the I guess you can say the verb here really tells us that this is conceptualizing this being as a force, a principle, but also the thing that is an entity that stops progression. And it's very much shows us the spiritual realm still exists today, but in such
Mhm.
a way that it is postponing progress to get us sent home. The moment he's removed, they see as revealed through his own peace. And it's also funny too, Nathan, that you mentioned this is because the a lot of the peace and safety and the strengthening and the extending is a result of the Grecian spirit, not the Persian. So when you said that, I'm thinking in my head, oh crap, that makes more sense because now everything that is done to get this done is powered by one spirit, while the restraining force that is lacking right now is caused by a lazy one. The moment he's gone, we're we're rock and rolling out of here.
Yeah.
So how
Well,
incredible is that?
I wouldn't call him exactly lazy. He's there for a purpose, right? Like
Well, yeah,
when he was battling over the bones of Moses, he restrained um, Michael from getting there. What 21 days, right?
yes. Well, and I guess I was trying to make it easier for them to understand because you're right. It's not so much laziness, but it's the idea that this is a
He
what
he's
when it says
he's
you
he's keeping things from going forward, right?
correct. Yeah, and you can almost call that lackadaisical or lazier. Restraining is actually better. You're right on that. I should have done that, but I just there's no progression made, and when there's no progression made, you got to wait for something else to kind of kick it out of the way. So,
Right.
but it's
And
still
The
to
so
so
other
very
us,
thing,
impressive, like how
that
the
quick it
makes
other
us
is.
thing,
feel like it's
sorry,
tyranny, right?
Yeah,
Because of that spirit is still there, and
oh, very
the
much.
the other thing that I just thought of is, like I said before, prophecy and the interpretations of God are multifaceted. So they can repeat in different forms. They can have different interpretations over time and even at the same time. And who's to say that the restrainer isn't the Holy Spirit and also the Spirit?
Well, normally because when you have, how do I explain this? So you're right on that ability, but the problem is that when you, okay, how do I
he
explain this?
creates vessels for good and for evil, right? For his
Yeah,
goodwill, and
for yes, for
so
his goodwill.
and so that is just all part of the master plan for
I,
that to be.
I guess part of what I guess what I would say is when, in layman's terms, I guess what I'm trying to say about this spirit is that when you hear me say attributive, think this is pretty much all I do. Don't think of it as multifaceted. What you said. Think of it as, and this is very in layman's terms. This is not the full usage, but just to get the point across. When I say attributive, like this thing restrains, I want you to think this is all it does. This is your
Yeah,
only purpose. Not that it could break away and do multiple things.
I
Think
got
because here's the weird thing too is that happens twice, right? We actually see that this thing does this is called it twice. And if that's the case, then it's doubling up on what it's known to do, which, like we said, is to restrain and just waiting and restraining until that timing is up. So that's why I say that's why I don't count it as the Holy Spirit because he can do multiple things. This Spirit's not known for doing multiple things at all. Really, it's more of a here's what I want you to think of. When you think of stopping something from happening, that's like my only job. I do nothing more, in simple terms. But that's why I say it because I want to get confused with it can have multiple jobs. No, it just stops progression from being unveiled, right? Even the infinitive, his purpose is to keep restraint on the one who is, you know, uh, being hidden right now, if that makes sense. Because I know I'm going over people's heads. I don't mean to. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
so what you're saying is he is purpose is to keep the Antichrist from already coming on and revealing himself. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be correct interpretation. The infinitive that is used to make it really simple projects a concept for the reader to grasp and understand to say, here, and this depends on the infinitive used, but the infinitive that's used here is to show a purpose. The purpose of this restraining one is to, or the one that is known for restraining, his purpose is to restrain identity until the timing, the Cairo, is ready. So when the time is right for the revealing, he'll step out of the middle of that and he'll be unveiled. So that's why I say his only purpose really is restraint of an identity. That's his real. You could almost call him the one that restrains the identity. That's all. That's really all you could really call him as. Because I feel like if there was more to this individual force, you wouldn't repeat Takatakon twice. Even if it switches to a masculine, you could just say the spiritual one or list under something attributive besides I just restrain all day. That's part of the issue
So
that I have.
is he only restraining the revealing of the Antichrist, or is it
Yes.
restraining? Let me ask it a different way: is this removing God's imminency and saying we could go right now at this very moment in a rapture?
I'm trying to understand the question better. No, it just the infinitive tells us the only purpose he has in layman's terms. The only this conceptualized verbal noun tells me and you the reason why he restrains today, even in Paul's day, was to keep the identity of the Antichrist safe until the moment when he would need to step out on the stage and confirm his peace. So the infinitive tells us purpose to keep an identity safe, and him being his title, the restrainer, conceptualizes his role as a being. I restrain for the purpose of keeping an identity safe. All it is, pretty much, to the best way to really say it. There's nothing that says he's restraining God's wrath. It's really just to say, hey, it's just mainly for the purpose of concealing the evil or the lawless one's identity until really the peace and safety comes where he could be revealed, and that's it. That's really all it's saying overall. So,
Hmm.
but that's just
I'm just,
me.
I'm just trying to
Gotcha.
put it all
What?
together.
No, you had it, dude. You did just fine, actually. I can be confusing, so you gotta forgive me.
No, no
I'm known
worries,
for
man.
that.
Hey, that's
So
what we're here for. Bounce ideas off of each other and sharpen
I
one
love these
another.
conversations.
Yeah.
me too. They're the best. I like them. But that's why when you said that, Nathan, I mean, dude, we really don't have time left. Like Steven asked me, well, how long do you think we have? And I got to be honest, man. Whenever that date is, and I pray to God, Trump does not do anything with that date because God knows that if Trump is behind it, it'll never get done. He's going to postpone it again and again. But if it's somebody else, whatever date that is going to be, we're gone. I promise you, we're gone that day. And I don't have to infer. I know because that's you put two and two together with those two verses, and you know that peace brings about destruction. Destruction is caused by a peace that's been signed that God does not approve of. It fulfills the last prerequisite to the day coming, which means Christians, the moment he's revealed, you're out of here. There's no more. So, and the adverb of time too that we have helps to tell us this is not the next sequential event as an oh then later on. No, it's like at that exact moment this takes place. You're see ya. You got a wedding to go to. 7 years. See ya. So that's the nice thing about it. This is the idea of well, could be 2 weeks later, could be a day later. I just don't see it. That is our last prerequisite, thankfully. But again, if it wasn't, I'd say, well, we got some searching to do. I'm glad that's not the case. So,
Well, the sooner the better, man.
oh, dude, tell me about it. Yeah, the sooner the better, man. I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah. There's nothing left in this world for us.
Yeah, there really isn't. I don't know.
I've been feeling this way since 2023 because, and I've said this 100 times, I mean, it's more like 1,000 times because what I've done all my life is build businesses. And ever since 2023, I started trying to do an Airbnb here, set it up. We rented a couple of nights, and anyway, it's like God kept stopping, and so I just sat in front of the computer in here. But I mean, it's like ever since 23, it's like, how do you start a business right now and say, okay, this is my 5-year plan. Okay.
Wow.
And then of course I got everybody around me, I had my buddy, because I've got some, I've got some XRP, I've got some stuff sitting there in crypto and,
you did crypto, my man.
And, hey, I've got, playing both ends against the middle because, I have, have some precious metals and then also had some crypto, and then Trump named XRP one of the reserve currencies, so everybody expected that thing to blow a hole in the sky. So I've been sitting here waiting now for 3 years and just sitting here in front of this computer just day in day out, and it's and then like part of me, what was it last year, whatever, I just said, okay, I'm gonna, I hatched out a bunch of chickens and built the egg route, and now it's like I don't even want to go do the egg route anymore. People call me wanting eggs, and it's like I just want to get rid of the chickens. But back in 24, whenever I was hatching all the chickens out, I was like, hey, getting ready for the tribulation saints. CJ Lovick said this is the year that tribulation begins. He's been working on it for decades. And so anyway, I just kind of sailed through, like I said, 2024 and then 2025, run across Barnett. And then I'm like, another year. And then I'm just sitting here watching this. And then here we are just sitting right on the precipice of this. And and that was, I was sitting on the, and I'll never forget that I could play that. Well, no, I can't play that because that was on the backstage, because that was right after, he went live with me that first time, and I was talking. You ever heard of Tom Horn? And he's like, and and I'm like, okay, Tom Horns, this other guy, that everything that he has said has come to pass, or I say everything, I mean, remember Tom Horn prophesied about the Pope going to resign, and then it did happen, and then God revealed to him that Apophis is wormwood, and then anyway, and I was trying to figure it out, and of course Philip just shut me down on my own live stream, and then afterwards he goes, okay, Steve, now I can see you're grounded. And I'm like, but I'm trying to figure out a date here, okay? And anyway, and then he said, Steve, I still have 4 more prophecies to release. And and I'm just, partly, I don't know. And I'm not basing everything on what, I'm using my own discernment, with and trying to fit everything together to kind of try to find a window to leave it all on the field. So I guess you could say sometimes I just reach this point of just delirium of just trying to and I mean we're just right here at the finish line. And but then again, I remember when 2024 kicked off. Do y'all remember that on January 1st, and all the earthquakes that happened all around the world, and I'm like, and then right there, February, CJ Lubbock, and I said, this is it. See that? Boom, we're out of here. And we're still here. And
the main thing, man, is to keep our eyes on the Lord. All this other stuff comes secondary. I mean, we can
you're right.
rack our brains trying to figure out what means what and when it's going to happen and all that, but keep our eyes on the Lord on a daily basis and walk according to Him. And if we do that, we're going to end up right where we need to be.
Amen. Thank you for that encouragement, brother. Because I mean, ever since 2023, I'll be talking to my buddy Jimmy. That's for all this YouTube stuff. I'm like, okay, 2024, I'm going to get everything going. All right. I'm going to start a business, and then, and then all the earthquakes blew up there. Then CJ Lubbock, and then it's like, anyway, I'm still sitting here. And but it's like I got this fire shut up in my bones that I can't get rid of. I'd have my buddy call me, hey, you need to do this with your crypto, and so you can start earning some money with it. And I'd look at it, and I'm, and then he wanted to borrow some from me so that he could try to get I'll get in with this guy, and I'm like, well, I sent him a screenshot of what I have. I said, there you go, show him that. And he goes, no. He said, I said, oh, so they want possession of it. They want to see it in your, I said, something's janky about that. And they said, yeah, but they've got a 5-year track record of doing excellent. And I'm thinking, well, you know what, Brother Ryan, the next 5 years ain't going to be like the last 5 years. That's all I can say. I mean, yeah,
true.
Yeah,
for sure.
But guys, I hate to call it, but I usually fall asleep around 7:00, so I'm really feeling it.
All right, you can come back and join us again. We'll still be going at let's see, what time is it? 11:45. We'll still be rolling in. What time do you get up? 5-6 a.m.
Yeah, 48-hour stream.
Yeah.
Until the rapture, right?
Yeah, y'all ever heard of the what is it? Like the IHOP International House of Prayer, where it's a 24/7 thing, and that's what I'd like to. Man, it's almost like what I'd like to get going on this, because anytime I'm paying for this StreamYard, anytime it's sitting idle, drives me nuts.
Yeah,
because I want to be streaming something. I don't care. That's why I'll set up while y'all were talking, I just set up another 9 hour to go, and people will be emailing me tomorrow wanting from Texas, wanting to know the Texas prophecy, and so I just keep on keeping on, and oh, Calypso, first time I've seen with glasses off. Yeah, well, oof.
Well,
But
guys, Stephen, thank you for having me on. And
Oh man,
it was a pleasure to meet you, Noah, Nathan,
You too,
and
Scott.
I can't wait
we've
to.
seen each other, dude. We've talked. We've
It's
talked
been a
before.
long time though, and
I
I've
know.
slept since then.
yeah.
But
That's good to see you too, dude.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
like
but
right now, there's 45 people watching right now because and it reminds me of, when I came back, Nathan, from you can go ahead and take off, Scott. I love you, and
Please,
hey,
Scott.
we'll hook up and do another live stream, and
yeah, for sure.
I need to get some of this stuff set up to where we could just hand the baton off, to different people, and just we just keep this thing roll like an international house, just a 24/7, man, just max
Yeah.
this thing out. Because I don't
look
care
forward to
about
it.
views. I don't care about, anyway. All right. See you later, Scott. All right.
All
See you,
right, guys.
Scott.
Take care. Peace.
All right.
Good night, Scott.
No, stick around for another half hour. That's fine.
Too late. I'm already in next.
All right. Hey, I want to see you on live here in the next few days. All right, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now that he's gone,
Oh my, the way you said that.
I'm
Oh,
telling
he's
you,
gone.
man. I'm telling you. What? Hold on. Here it is. We're only halfway through. Let's go. Okay. So, yeah. So, anywho, man. I mean, it's like sometimes I just go until I drop, because for years I have never I can't just go in there and go to bed. I can't. I mean, even when I go to bed, I'll put scriptures in my ears, or I will, my wife, or I'll hook up my Bluetooth and watch some L.A. Marzulli. And,
Oh, there you go.
and yeah, check this out, man.
Oh no.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
There we go. Share that one, man. Boom. Look at that, man. Obama confirms aliens, man. Does
Give me
he?
another email and we will just send you listing for 21.9. This? No, I cannot. And we all know that you can't go out and
Didn't
say,
he
"Oh, this
kind of
might happen," because it
backpedal
might
his
not.
statement?
I can't vet this. I'm
Obama.
not.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, that was just a talking point there. Obama confirms aliens. See, the more I learn about how to do all this and put it all together, I'm just like, yeah.
Obama knows some stuff.
Oh yeah. And so does
I know.
Trump.
I know he went to a few Diddy parties. I know that happened. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Mike or Michelle.
Michael.
That's kind of weird. It isn't Michelle. That's Mike.
I know, and it's all right there. And you know what happened to Joan Rivers once she outed him, man.
Hey, isn't it suspicious that whenever people find out different stuff, like, oh yeah, that Michelle Obama is not a female, that somehow that person gets depressed the next day and just offs themselves? Like, give me a break. Like, how does that even work? Like, dude, it's such a weird, like, so then it makes me think, are the daughters adopted? Think about it. Or maybe,
I was
I
just
don't
getting
know.
ready to say, my children look
Yeah.
like me, and
Yeah.
and neither one of them look like either parent. But if you look at some evidence of some of the Obama's friends or acquaintances, the children look just like those people.
Yeah.
It's a strange coincidence. I'm just saying.
Coincidence, man.
It's well,
There
and
is
why is she
no word. There's no Hebrew word for coincidence in the Hebrew language.
in the Greek there is, but it shows that it's God's doing, which is awesome.
Really?
Gosh, I can't. Oh yeah, there's a word. I forgot the verse, but when the young, oh no, this is when the prophet is walking down the road, or the high priest walking down the road, and then he sees uh, a homeless person in need, or a beggar, I should say. Uh, the word used there for him coming at the exact same time, it is a coincidence. But the beauty of it is it's not like a chance coincidence, but more of like God, or he was the one behind the meeting having happened, compared to what most Americans say is a coincidence. So it's really cool because it brings God into it versus not so much. We don't need you a part of this. I'm like, that's kind of cool. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then who else? Yeah, somebody else I heard of earlier. It's just you know what's really sad is I'm going to awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I like that. It's pretty cool.
And Sally Forth, she's awesome. She's awesome. But I'm sorry. Yeah, keep going, Bob. What were you saying?
Oh no, I got like I forgot. Uh, it happens, man. I forget
I
when
know.
it's late like this. When it's late, I get tired like this, and I forget. No, just I like. Here's what's crazy, dude. Is I can't even go down the like. I can't even go down this like the road. Like I'm afraid. Like I've met some like really weird people. Like I can't even assume people are what their gender is. I was like, I was getting gas this one day, right? And I seen this dude, literally, he had a dress on, he had heels. This dude was walking through the gas station. Dude, I thought I saw a zebra. It was the first time I've ever seen somebody doing that. I swear to you,
Zebra.
I couldn't take my eyes off it.
What
I was
kind of
like, I've never
drugs are
seen
you
him.
on?
Oh, dude, the kind you don't get from the store. That's like those types. Well, and then like I just like I like there's one time like I was like, oh wow, like this girl's kind of pretty. This is like a long time ago, and then I started listening to its voice, and I'm like, oh, you're a he, but I didn't know at the time. So for me, I'm thinking, oh wow, you look like a girl, and then they start talking like, yeah, you're not a girl, and then you start looking like this. Guys can tell just like, okay, you're not normal. There's something wrong with you, and that's how far we are in this tainted world. You can't even have a conversation without thinking, are you actually what gender you are, or are you, you know, one of those weird alphabet warriors? Because they exist. Like, dude, I got bullied in school by the alphabet warriors, and dude, I don't understand. I just don't get it, like how warped the world is. It's so awful, but what do you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really. So,
I mean, it's hold on. Hold on. There we
oh
go.
no. Oh, here he is.
Oh, I was about to jump off.
Well,
Brother
Now it's
man,
party.
whoa.
dude, what is popping with it? Are you being held captive right now?
No. Yeah, I'm in prison.
What? Oh my god.
With my bug light.
There you go.
Of course you are. I love picking on Bubby. It's my favorite thing. I
Can't
got
take
to.
him nowheres.
Oh man.
Dude, you thought I was a Mountain Dew guy. I'm a Santa guy.
Bubba. What?
Bubba, have you ever heard of Telegram? Somebody was asking if you knew about
Yes,
Yeah.
he has a telegram. Yeah.
Telegram.
Oh my god.
I can't hear you, Bubba.
Which plan you want me to tell him, Genie Heart? Oh
Oh man.
man, you guys are into all kinds of good weeds tonight. You know what?
Bubby,
I was
we're gonna,
listening to you guys talk, and I'm like, this is like what old men used to do in barber shops years ago.
oh yeah.
Sit around and shoot the BS or whatever.
Dude, I haven't been to a barber shop in like 3 years. It's crazy. All because of you, Bubba. No,
I
I'm
know.
just kidding.
I need to shave.
Me
I don't
too.
know.
Me too. Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it there go. See?
Man.
Just let it be.
God numbered each one of those for a reason.
Exactly.
Hey, do you
See,
want me
there
to
you
blink
go.
twice if I'm okay?
Dude, we can't take you anywhere. Dude, you're nuts.
I know.
Uh,
Dude, Nathan sent me a picture of his dog. I was like, man, that's a good looking dog.
Yeah, well, you were texting me, and I just happened to be out on a walk at that very
Yeah,
moment. So I
dude,
was like,
man, you got good weather.
I'll send Bubba a
hey,
picture of what we're doing.
hey,
You'll
Bubba,
have
what
to
do you
bring
call it?
Boo Boo down with you if you can
Not
talk
Rocket.
Mama into it.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubs, what do you call a dog that's kind of hot in the summertime?
Brother.
Oh, my.
Oscar
Hold on.
Mayer?
Hot
Am I going
dog.
to have to mute him?
Proof
I'm
of
sorry, I had
life,
to do
Bubba.
that.
Dude, I showed Puppy. I did a video last night and showed the puppy at the very end. That video I did last night was Crazy Town. It was over an hour. I was like, what?
That's awful, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was
This is
fun.
for you, Akira.
Well,
Oh,
I
see.
I didn't join the chat, but I watched it from bed and fell asleep. So I had to watch the end of it this morning, and
No
I did get to
way.
see the doggy.
That just happened?
What just
What?
happened?
Oh, I'm just taking a screenshot. I just passed 20,000 on the YouTube. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
20
fun.
20,000 subs?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm just a hillbilly.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Hey, Bubba,
Congratulations.
you gonna buy them all hot dogs?
Actually, if they're
You
on sale.
can.
No, I got enough hot dogs in my freezer I can give to you right now. And things of bologna, they're in the freezer ready to go.
No, I'm saying for your subs.
Oh, a
You
hot
gonna do
dog
that?
for them?
Yeah.
I guess I could sell some conies. Or...
DoorDash them.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you got me thinking about chili cheese corn dogs or something.
Oh, man.
Oh man, this is awesome.
I didn't go to bed almost 5 a.m. Eastern. And I didn't because
Wow.
I was just doing stuff and researching this, that, the other, and next thing you know, I'm like, you know what? It's too late to eat. It's just time to go to bed.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Maybe I'll eat tonight. We'll see.
So, Nathan, are you coming up to Tennessee? Are you coming up to McEwen in April?
I'm driving. I'm not coming up. I'm driving west. Yes.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
So I'm only like 4 hours. I'm only 4 hours east of Derrick in Tennessee. So
wow.
it's just a shot over. Are you coming up?
Yeah. I'm getting I told my wife, because she's coming, and I told her to get some kind of bubble stuff so she can like lay in my truck, and I'm like, man, it'll be just like
Dude.
even more comfortable than at home, and she'll have her iPad. She can watch all of her little Judge Judy things. And
Oh my god.
I said, knock yourself out. And
Wait.
and you know what I might do? I might just go live, like I did. Do y'all remember that on my way back? I was so tired. My grandson had, well, y'all probably weren't paying attention, but Akira was on there. I remember that because it was like my grandson fell asleep. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to go live on the way home. And I just rambled, everything rolling around in this, in my head. And so it was like 20 or 21 people. And then I was like, I guess I was like 22 miles from the house, maybe 19 miles. And I was like, okay, I'm almost home. So I'm going to go ahead and right after I ended the live, I was just like, and I literally, pull the truck over, get out, walk around a minute. And I wasn't but 20 minutes from the house. But of course, after being on the road driving for, my grandson drove the first 6 or 7 hours. But anyway, I mean, but when we went up there, I drove the 15 hours straight. We just got up and left it 6 and 7 in the morning. And then I was trying to get to the hotel, you get those little pet peeve things. And I'm like, I want to be there by 10 o'clock, and then my cousin calls me right before that exit. And I was so mad, and I got and so I didn't get to the hotel till 10:15 because those roads there, like Louisiana, you got to drive 50 miles just to find a turnaround. But anyway, but got there, fell asleep, just passed out. And then I get up at 9 o'clock the next morning. We got to get there to the register. And then I looked down and I'd gotten a text message from Philip Barnett. Yes, let's play the drinking game again. And 5:58 and said that place where you sleep is going to melt with fervent heat.
Oh, yeah.
And I started printing the night before. And anyway, God passed through the Texas atmosphere, was pleased with my printing. Anyway, it was interesting things that happened.
That's
but then,
awesome.
Then we get there and everybody's just so, man, and Amy was just the weirdest thing. Amy was like, it's Steve. And I'm thinking, and I've never been the front guy in anything, even in my businesses. When we had 100 employees, I told my partner, I said, you go talk to them. I mean, they thought I was a janitor. I would run around in there in my jeans with my keys hanging off, and, but yeah, KG, yeah, he had a tracker. Yeah. I think I sent him I sent a bunch of people, man, where you share your location and everything. Yeah. People tell me I'm honest to a fault. My partner didn't want me in certain business meetings either. He's like, Steve, you need to stay out of this one. Now, I mean, I just tell everybody everything, man. I can't help myself. But
I can't believe, dude, I can't believe you're like, why? Oh, I can't do this. Why does your thing say bubblicious? Dude, I can't.
What?
Cannot.
What does it say, founder?
Why? Why do you have that?
Founder of Bubblicious. Yeah.
Bubblicious.
I can't with I can't.
You know what Bubba is? Bubba
can't do
this. I didn't see it on my phone.
He's the Forrest Gump of Bubblicious, You know how Forrest Gump Bubba Gump shrimp. I mean, I can't help these things just pop into my crazy head. Can't help myself.
I can't do this. I can't.
So when's the rapture? Come on, guys.
How much time you have, Fowler?
What do you mean? I just told you earlier.
Oh my god! Well, see, you got to refresh my memory, man. I mean,
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
is on the day of the
well, You
I'm
and I
gonna have
both
to
know.
rewatch it to catch all of the ins and outs that we went through there.
Bro, I love Nathan.
Mm.
Nathan, you're the best. Like, dude, you're awesome. I love you. So
I love you, man. Every
God
time we all
bless.
get together, it's always the best.
I know it is.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh man, dude, I
Wow.
am the
Sorry,
best.
my alarm it keeps going off here. I can't silence it for some reason tonight.
We need to get a petition to put Bubby in jail. Let's get it going.
It's
Put you in
12
jail,
or
Bubby.
it's
Well,
12. What time is it in Australia? 12 skips?
about noon or 3 or shoot, I bet it's like 10 a.m. there or something.
Wow.
Maybe.
No, they'd probably be around 3 p.m. maybe.
I know I need to amplify it, Akira.
It's 1
Akira, after
a.m. here.
everything we've talked about, how? No, that's not it. Oh my goodness. She's. It's such a rhetorical, not dumb question, but like one of those, like, okay, no. She's
Hey,
not
Sally,
wrong.
you want me to do Bubba's hair and
Oh
makeup?
yeah, I need a new hairdo.
Oh, you
She
do?
said we look like a male slumber party
Oh,
in the comments.
Slumber party.
oh no. Well,
Oh man.
the
You-
struggle's
you-
real.
It
Is
is.
it really?
It is. Hey, you know what's so cool about this? Like right now,
I
this
do,
moment,
Calypso.
because in so all of you guys that what y'all are seeing right here, this is kind of like what happens after a live, when everybody's doing their thing, and then they get off live, and then it's just like, "What's up, man?" That's what this is,
Oh my
man.
gosh, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is too good.
Yeah. And then I ended the live on my phone. I was trying to, I hit my phone and I thought I was Xing my phone, to get out of it. And then my phone ended the live stream, man. So it
Well,
was
there
my
you go.
Oh.
Yeah. But,
It's gone.
yeah. But we just, man, this whole thing just kind of, yeah, because once I figured out I could live stream, man, that was last Monday. That was like, oh man, wow, I'm doing it again today. Oh my gosh, this is total. This is deja vu. Y'all ever watch that movie Deja Vu with Denzel? But anyway, it went 7.5 hours, and so yeah, today started at 6:30. Yeah. Yeah, so here in about 20 minutes, it'll be 6 hours. I've already got my 9.5 hour deal going. So I have a few emails to respond to in the morning. So, Bubba, give us just a quick recap of what's going on, with the, I pulled this thing. I know it's 2 minutes. I don't know when he posted this. And I know I downloaded it. Where'd it go? Unbelievable.
What?
Oh, well. Hold on. No, it was that last video that Medvedev posted. Did you see it, Bubba?
No, Russian dude. Mm-mm. I hadn't seen that, but yeah, it's looking as of now. It looks like the Elam attack and the breaking of the bow of Elam happens anytime after March 18th, 19th, when Ramadan ends, and that's when we go into the new Jubilee on the calendars and the new beginning of the new Jewish year. And then, of course, 14 days later is April 1st, Passover. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna let's see. This is
We're going
looks
to
like
have 3 aircraft carriers in the Middle East for 1 to 2 week period of time. because one's going to replace another one, so there's going to be three for at the exact same time. The amount of firepower is going to be insane.
So, Bubba, let me ask you: Has Ramadan started yet, or what
It
day does it
starts
start?
on the 18th, according to the moon sighting, Wednesday, and then Thursday is the big inaugural Board of Peace meeting, Trump in D.C. So it could even, the way the moon sighting is, I guess it could begin on the 19th when Trump does his Board of Peace thing. That would be nuts.
What do you mean? Oh, for Ramadan?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And a lot of things are going to come out of this Board of Peace meeting. Because I believe that more players are going to come forward and announce their permanency, donating and giving at least $1 billion. So those could end up forming 10 men to become 10 kings.
Ew, who's that?
Okay.
Dimitri.
Тут вошь со стекленевшими глазками произнесла.
Oh, that dude.
Большой компромисс, что Путин и его друзья
Oh.
не имеют. Ну тогда с нашей стороны ответ совсем прост. Зеленое ничтожество будет жить, пока оно продолжает разваливать страну 404.
I bet he practiced that in the mirror a few times. You know he did.
Where'd Bubba go? Did he see it? Did he hear it?
He vanished.
You're muted, Bubba. You're
He
muted.
did.
Hold on. Okay. Now try it.
Go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, scary. No, I didn't hear what the guy said, but it was just reading.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was something about insects and stuff. That was Medvedev. That was Medvedev.
Oh. What do you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Yeah. There's all kind. I mean, do you follow him at all, Medvedev? What he posts on Telegram, Dmitry Medvedev?
A little bit. I see
Okay.
some of his stuff come through my Israel Wire kind of stuff, but I don't follow him as much as probably I should. But I remember following him over the years and just like it's just like so many threats and stuff.
Yeah, that one was posted on the 15th, 2 days ago. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
You know-
you don't even really need to hear it, because you can't understand what he's saying. It's just it's just the words.
Let me look up. I'll look him up and see what he said too.
See the Lewis with its eyes. Come on, back it up here.
Oh, Medvedev, yeah.
The louse with its eyes glazed over declared, our biggest compromise is that Putin and his friends aren't in jail. Well, then our response couldn't be simpler. The little green insect gets to stay alive. Are they talking about as long as it continues to dismantle country 404? What does that mean, Bubba?
I think. What I think he's talking about is Lindsey Graham.
The last I've seen him post on Twitter was on the 6th of February, talking about the start that new start plan of the nuclear agreement. But let me see here, Dmitry Medvedev.
Well, that was 2 days ago.
Stephen, I think Medvedev is talking about the way that Lindsey Graham has always beaten the war drums against
Medvedev
Russia and everyone else. I think that's who he's talking to.
So it just keeps pulling up. Hold on. Let's go closer.
You got to find the one that's got the little verified check mark. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, oh, brother, no wonder. I spelled out D-mighty. D. No, I can't remember how to spell his name.
DMITRY. No, DMITRY.
DMI try. Yes.
No, not DI, just DM.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Based on reports from sources like another news outlets, Dmitry Medvedev posted a similar statement on his Telegram channel on February 15th, referring to Zelensky and using those phrases.
That's what I thought it was, Zelensky. But
That's
then he
what
said country 404.
Because someone asked Groko. Yes, there's that video. Dmitry Medvedev with the Sunday message. Here, a louse with glazed eyes said, "Our biggest compromise is that Putin and his friends aren't in prison." Well, then the answer from our side is quite simple. The green scum will live as long as it continues to destroy the country 404. Let me see what Sprinter posted that. And yeah, he puts out some weird stuff anyway. But this guy reminds me of someone, and it's Frankenstein. Somebody posted he is drunk. Somebody posted he is drunk again. Tell him to go home. Someone else said, "What is he talking about?" And someone asked Grok, the AI, "Is it true?" And that's when he said yes. He posted a similar statement on his Telegram channel. But yeah, he does. He looks kind of trashed in that thing too. Like
he does. He does.
I've been having my vodka.
Too much vodka.
You know what's interesting? Well, you know what's interesting though
Yeah,
too
people
is with
posted what he looks like.
Oh, somebody AI'd that, man.
crazy, dude. You know what's interesting though too is with this whole Board of Peace thing is that we really don't have continuity.
Oh man,
Further,
I had a dude text me today. He's a cool guy. He's been to Israel a bunch of times, and he's wrote a book and stuff because he believes like Trump's the AC and all this stuff. Anyway, cool guy. But a bunch of people have been stealing like his work on Facebook. He's been sharing stuff. So I'm
really?
like, like copying and not giving credit. And I'm like, I know, I get it. Trust me, I understand.
Isn't that deal? Well, you have that option available on yours because I noticed some people on Telegram they have the little arrow and some don't.
Yeah, I could care less. Yeah, yeah. I mean, all my information I ever put out, everything I find is from Twitter. Everything.
That's so cool.
Well, man, let's see, Bubba News.
No, I don't copy anybody's work or anybody's information because I'm too busy with my own stuff. People have even accused me of copying Amir Sarfati or whatever, and I'm like, well, I should probably take that as a compliment. But I'm like, what? I'm like,
do you like do you like Amir Sarfati?
There's some stories he puts out, and I purposely do not put out because I don't verify it. And when he puts out wrong stuff, he never apologizes. He just deletes the post.
He's so weird though too because like
now there's so much fake crap out there. You know what I mean? There's deceptions everywhere.
He was doing a verse breakdown.
The first thing he tells people, deception, deceive. Matthew 24:4, Matthew 24:5, verse 11, verse 24, deceive.
Well, I just find it so weird. Like he's so Israel obsessed.
No, it's falsely bad because he had his hot dog.
What? Get out of here!
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, you're gonna expect to see more explosions with Hezbollah and more attacks.
We're gonna blow you up.
Wow, where was that at? That's in Lebanon.
Yeah. The IDF there Monday took out. Man, they continue to take out their guys. Israel's still holding back. We
Let's
are
check.
dorks, Joe. We are
Whatever.
dorks.
Well, like, here's what I understand is like,
Hello. Artist
wow.
Wendy.
How many posts have you made since you've been hanging out with us and everything on Telegram?
No, I think I did those right before I popped on. Maybe
Okay.
one.
Maybe one. Oh my god, dude! I don't know how you do it, man. Do you like post them like when you're door dashing?
Yeah, I'll try to keep up if I have like a couple minutes to see what's latest.
Dang.
Oh, this article, dude, it's so huge. It's big. It's deep. It gives a lot of info, and it comes from this Israeli dude I follow on Twitter. And I'm not sure, but it might have gotten some people. Others might have put this info out too. But he's one guy I directly follow from Israel, and I have to translate it from Hebrew. But it's really cool.
Good.
Oh, so you have like all of that right there was originally in Hebrew, and you just translated it.
Well, the guy actually, about 5 minutes later, he luckily posted an English version, but I took from his Hebrew version and translated it, and because his English version didn't do so well, and I highlighted some things and stuff just for people, because a lot of people don't want to read; they just want to read the things that stick out, so it catches their eyes and their mind.
Well, yeah.
Is that our ships?
Yeah, and those are two aircraft carriers taking a picture from what was that, last year, I believe. Yeah, two different aircraft carriers. Yeah, and the article right above gives you the timeline because they're talking mid-March. Oh, dude, the firepower! Oh, it's insane. I should have done a video tonight because there's so much even today, but I'll do one tomorrow. That's for sure.
That's
There's
crazy.
so much
Look
firepower.
at all that stuff, man.
Once the third aircraft carrier gets into position, they will be able to be flying out 500 sorties or 500 bombing missions per day on Iran, just from those three aircraft carriers. That's not including any of our Air Force that's all over the Middle East. That's not including any B-2 stealth bombers or B-52 mega bombers or anything else. F-22s, F-35s, F-15. I mean, nothing. And this isn't even including Iran or Israel's Air Force.
Okay, so is this the Jeremiah 49 fixing to happen?
I believe so, unless something drastically changes, and it's possible something could drastically change at the last minute because we know the Middle East. That's exactly the Middle East. Because for all this starting to come together, it could be pushed on the back burner for all we know for a couple months. I don't know, but it's looking like as of tonight, it's going to happen there the right after the Purim, and it's a warning 3 years in a row. And it's kind of interesting because the Purim blood red moon will not be seen over Israel, and it will not be seen over Elam.
See, I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, and this is me spitballing. I'm not
ironic, while the rest of the world will see it.
Yeah, it is interesting. I just, at this point, I can't even tell what's of the Talmud and what's of, like, it just seems like there's always something that's in the sky. Oh, there's a blood moon. I'm talking to you, silly goose. No, it just seems like there's always some kind of blood moon or eclipse. I'm not doubting. I'm just saying, like, it just earlier, like last year, we thought, oh, there was an eclipse. The eclipse is a warning to the nations, and it never happened. I'm like,
subscribe to Joe Noble.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like it's and they mean something kind of.
Dude, we've got literally even before this third aircraft carrier comes into play, because the Ford is already moving from the Caribbean up there. 1/3 of our Navy.
Yeah.
1/3 of the United States
Okay.
Navy.
How many ships do we have still down in Venezuela?
That whole carrier strike group is on its way towards the Middle East. That's the Ford coming up there on the left. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that it's like they already went down there. They got, where is Maduro now?
That's a great question because no one's talking about it.
Last I heard, he was in New York jail awaiting more sentencing and stuff. They're probably trying to prepare a case and do all that.
I mean, yeah, probably. Or he got out of the country too. Who
No,
knows?
look who's right above me, Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan.
My buddy Keegan Fernandez. Robert right below me there, Blazing Press. He's funny. Oh, yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Okay, so Netanyahu has said if we don't do it, he's going to do it himself.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
And just yesterday, they were practicing the Israeli Air Force
refueling over the Mediterranean, and they were doing a practice traveling time over the Mediterranean, the exact distance it will take them to get to Tehran, bomb, and come back.
That's incredible.
And Israel has some special weapons they've never used before.
Okay, so did he get this from you?
Oh yeah, he shares my stuff all the time. Yeah, I text Keegan and stuff. Yeah, he lives in India, of all places.
No way.
Isn't that wild?
Keegan
does? Like you.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Keegan, Marty's 2-minute warning. Where does he live?
I'm not sure.
Well, go find out.
Marty?
Wow.
Not sure.
And right there, he's driving that airplane. I love it because it's a GBU 57, our big boy bunker buster. But we only have technically 6 left right now in inventory. We used 14 of those in June.
Wow. That's crazy.
So how long does it take, or can they not build them right now because we're cut off from China?
Well, no, they put in an emergency funding thing they passed a couple weeks ago to get to building this more, but it's a little too late. Yeah, and it's going to take years to get it. They said the next batch will be available by 27 or something. I mean, it's crazy.
That's awful. Oh my gosh.
But they have a bunch of other techniques, including low-yield nuclear. And what if a low-yield nuclear goes awry and a catastrophic humanitarian crisis envisions and develops just exactly like Jeremiah 49:36 says?
Yeah, but what if God does that big earthquake there and takes care of it?
No, I know it. The only reason that me and I learned a lot from Bill Salas, Dr. Bill Salas, and I'd love to interview him, talk to him, but I know he's had a stroke and he's getting worse and stuff in his health. But he's pointed that out because that area of the Boucher nuclear plant sits on where like 3 tectonic plates converge. And he's pointed that out. And he's like, I'm all for that, but he's like, the only indication that shows me like he believes that this will be a military thing is because it says, I will send the sword after them until I have consumed them. And that's a military term. So that's why he's looking. Yeah. And it almost seems like that's exactly what is getting ready to take place, because sounds like Iran wants to launch something at Israel that God will not allow to take place. And that's when the bow will be broken. And God will break that through military might by his guiding hand, I believe.
So has Amir Sarfati backed up on any of his stuff? You know, because he said he had long kept saying that the Jeremiah 49 war had already happened. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, right. Well, and then my question for him is, well, what about the other like 4 or 5 prophecies in Jeremiah 49 that have not yet been fulfilled?
I mean, I
Like
think it's kind of a subjective thing,
when
though, dude. I
Amon
mean,
Jordan becomes a mound of dirt. Jeremiah 49 verse 2. When Saudi Arabia is told to stay back, when Edom is involved, when you know what I mean, there's a bunch of prophecies. When Damascus is hit, Jeremiah 49 verses 23 to 27. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think kind of, I think it's
I know
subjective
he
though,
believes that
because
even Isaiah 17 has already happened,
Yeah,
well, I
we
mean, I
and
think
I'm
from his
like,
perspective though
what?
too. I mean,
go ahead.
maybe he knows Hebrew, right? I mean,
Who?
if he knows Sarfati,
Yeah,
doesn't he know
Safadi.
Hebrew?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me, I mean,
Would Safadi know biblical Hebrew?
it's not very far off. I mean, it's a
I
little
don't
far.
know.
It's
It's a good question. I'm sure he
because
does, but
because
maybe
here's the
maybe
thing.
not. I don't know.
Because like here's the thing. Like I
But
know with like
I guess my point is like so many guys, I believe that they've done enough research to put into their mindset what they believe, and they stick to it rather than digging in deeper and finding out. Well, you know what I mean?
I mean I don't think like if he's read
It's like the Psalm 83 war. He
Hold
believes
on,
it.
hold on, Baba. Say what you're gonna say, Noah. What we gonna
well
say?
no
I can't
just
hear him.
basically if he's read the Hebrew. I mean I feel like
I don't
if he
know.
can translate the Hebrew, like the original Hebrew Bible, then there's some things that it's not going to read properly over into English, and what may look like it needs to be fulfilled may not need to be. I mean, I don't get into Hebrew because it's not my territory, but I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that even Hebrew readers will even admit what we think has to happen could have already happened, right? I mean, there's different ways to conceive a verb that sounds like, oh, this has to happen when really it could be poetic, it could be stated, it could be eventful, it could be things like that where we in the West don't separate the way things happen properly. So I mean, maybe some of these things did happen. Maybe they're misinterpreted in the Hebrew. You know, it's my thought process. I
Huh.
mean,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
what do you think?
we'd have to know what is in. Uh, well, I've got Sarfati's stuff up here. I mean, does he? Bubba, I mean, do you follow or check out any of Sarfati's, or you don't look at his stuff?
I haven't looked at his actually. Jeez. Seriously, it's probably been months. I mean, I have him
Yeah.
on, I have him on my feed, but I mean, I have nothing against the guy. He's got a huge social media that he pays people, to do this for him 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm just Bubba.
Yes, you are. Well, like I don't disagree. I mean, maybe he is wrong. I mean, part of me doesn't
Oh
like what
yeah,
he
that was cool
says.
too.
Well, like I don't agree with some of the stuff he says, and like I think and I don't want to take this the wrong way, but like I was listening to him talk about Matthew 7:21, and I just wasn't convinced because he is always about the Jews, and it's not wrong, but it just seems like there's always some tinge of Jewness, and it's not bad, but he's reading. I feel like he's waiting on events to happen for war versus, you know, you look at peace to happen or stuff like that, and I think he's reading into stuff. Just some of the stuff he says just kind of throws me for a loop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not
There,
horribly, but like just
there was a big dust up over Sarfati. This was like a year or two ago. I remember hearing about it on. He said something that was very controversial, and people were coming at Watchman River over there about Sarfati, and I don't know what he said. Do you remember what that was, Bubba? What controversy? No.
If I remember, was it was it for everybody watching for the rapture?
Yeah.
Is that what he was knocking everybody about that, or am I
Really?
wrong? I'm trying to think back. You know,
Yeah.
there are some things, you know, like you said, Noah, that I kind of get. There's some leanings in certain ways that
Mm-hmm.
don't align.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think for some reason I thought it was a big dust up over people watching for the rapture.
It could have been, man. It very well could have been.
And that's why he was saying, "Hey, the Psalm 83 wars already happened, and that, you know, all of this stuff." That's what he was falling back on. If I'm wrong, then
Oh, okay.
somebody
So that
correct
probably
me.
was what it was. Them saying that he was probably saying the Psalm 83 wars already happened, and so was the Jeremiah 49. You know, that's what it was about. So I remember Tom at Watchman River was like, "Oh, I know. Well, 4 people shot in Baltimore's Mandarin Mall in Maryland." I didn't hear about that. I mean, is anybody surprised with anything, Bubba? I mean, really, I can't take Bubba off of mute, man. Bubba muted himself.
Good.
No, I had
Couldn't.
to because I can't hear Noah. I don't know what happened.
Oh, good
So I have
job,
to put
buddy.
you on mute so I can hear everybody else.
Okay, so we're like right now you can't hear Noah at all.
Or Nathan, just you.
Oh, this is I've
Hey, do you
had this have had this happen a couple of times.
hit the play
Weird.
button on his telephone? Like the play, it'll have like the play symbol.
I can log out and come back. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
does that all the time. It'll freeze up on me, and I have to hit play again.
Let me see.
Huh. Okay, Bubba, can you hear Nathan now?
No.
Hey.
Let's see here. Do I have your thing still saved? I think I do. I think I can
Ask him.
reboot here.
Ask him
Let's
if he's got
do-
a play symbol
Actually, I
on
don't
his
have to
screen.
reboot. What do I have to do?
Hey, he's asking if you have a play symbol on your screen.
A play?
Yeah.
Like a
I just see
play
live,
pause.
and then I see
Like a
button.
play pause button or something.
Right in the middle of the.
Oh, it says stay in studio. Oh, uploads in progress.
Yeah, because Nathan has said that there's like a play pause, this or that.
Let me try this.
Can all of y'all hear me? Like Noah, can you hear me? Nathan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
See, it did it to me again, Stephen. I had to hit play on my screen.
See, now I hear Nathan.
Yeah, he just had to hit play on his screen again. Noah, can you hear me?
No,
Yeah.
we're having connection issues.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
Bubba's laughing in the background at almost nothing.
There it is. There it is. Hold on. Let me remove this off the screen.
Oh
Man.
my gosh.
Can everybody hear everybody now?
We do.
Yes.
Goof.
I wonder
I even heard Noah's fart. So yes.
Noah, can you hear Bubba? Oh man.
Nope.
Oh,
I
Noah.
feel like it's a mime show.
Yeah, yeah,
I know. I know.
it's good. It's good.
Ah, see? He's a mime.
Yeah, he's a mime.
There we go.
All
Yeah,
right.
my thing should be good. What is he doing?
That's what that's what mimes do.
I can't hear
Remember,
him.
they're in a box. You know, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if everybody can hear me, I hope so. It's 12:40. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, Noah. Can
Yeah.
you hear
Okay,
me?
good. I can't hear Steven.
You can
can't?
hear me.
I can't, no.
Well, that's okay.
I also
We
can't
can hear you.
You guys can? Okay, you did at least. Check.
Yeah.
Quit laughing.
Yeah, I thought
Should I
something
go ahead
was
and just
going
come
on
back
because there
in?
was a lot of talking over going. I'm like, something's up here.
Hold on a minute, hold on. Let's see,
All
let's
right.
see.
I think that's a perfect time to say
Yeah, that's
night.
it.
True.
I love everybody.
He's
Y'all
laughing
stick
at me.
around in the back for just a
He's
second.
mocking me.
Love everybody.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining. We're going to do some more of
Am I
this.
off the thing? Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes. We can hear you.
We just all keep fading in and out amongst one another.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brother, you're so weird. What are you doing?
Oh, they can hear each other now. Oh my gosh.
Look at Steve in the back. He's losing it. Man. I really want to tell this
I have
police joke, but
ADHD,
I can't say
ABC
it
1,
on
2,
here.
3
It's so
or
bad.
something. Yeah.
I get kicked off.
Love it, man. Y'all stick
Maybe
around
if I
in the
get
back
enough
for a minute.
likes, I'll do it.
Stick around in
I'll
the
say
back.
it. I don't know.
1 second. Un momento.
Be glad I don't
Wait,
have
what did
Holy
you say?
Spirit Tourette's.
Stick around in the back.
Child of the day, we're awake and we're ready. The Lord is our light and our anchor steady. You said love one another, that's how they'll know. And keep your lamps burning, 'cause he's coming soon. Let's go. Like a thief in the night, he will come